Hey guys, what's going on? Sprite here, co-owner and founder at SiK Esports. The following video is just the upload of the grand final between Mamba Mode Gaming and bepis from our North American Open tournament that took place on September 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern. The rosters for these teams: on MMG we have Comp, Dark, and 11. On bepis we have Snow, Stealth, and Kuzi. Um, these teams will battle it out for the $50 prize pool, and the game is being casted by Spyro the Bear. His link will also be in the description alongside our other caster who helped earlier on in the tournament. We hope any of you who participated enjoyed the tournament, and we look forward to seeing all of you next time.
It is grand finals time here, folks. Get hype. We have been waiting for this moment all night. It's Mamba Mode Gaming versus the all-time reigning champions of this tournament, or at least, in the sense that they have not been knocked out yet. bepis. We're still waiting on, looks like one more from the bepis squad. We've got Snow and Stealth, but it looks like we are good then. Okay, well, let's get it on then. Fair enough. I miscounted. We are all good to go. Folks, the best of 5, the first, and, if bepis wins, the final best of 5 has begun. Grand final on the way now. bepis versus Mamba Mode Gaming. Stealth here out to try and get a shot. We've had Stealth just kind of living in our minds rent-free here as he's blowing us away here with all kinds of plays. See if he can do it again here when it matters most. And Kuzi rocking the dominance as well. All kinds of dominances out on the field. Snow the only octane out here for the bepis squad. Stealth is up there and just knocks it down. Goodness me. Interesting here when you're faced with a crazy shot. You want to get up in the air and block it if it's top shelf, because that would be an incredible shot. But instead, Stealth ends up hitting the ground with it. And it puts it in the position where the defenders are just not there. So they get a goal out of it, but, applause as well to Kuzi, who managed to get up there quickly and get the pass off from the backboard. Already a goal coming out here for bepis. The quickest that this series could go is more goals out like this from Stealth. And if they win this one, they would just have to win 2 more games. And this could all potentially be over. bepis would get that prize money that these two teams are certainly coveting the opportunity to get to. It'll be a tryout here from Snow. He takes it midfield instead of going for the shot, but I don't think his team was ready for something quick like that. 11 back down into the midfield. The ball taken off the wall here. Oh, but it's not been able to follow up. There, MMG could have a chance. No. Unable to finish the play here, but Dark wants to keep the pressure going. Downfield, wide of the net. Comp with the follow, but can't put it on target, so Stealth takes it away here. Off the wall, gonna be a pass up the backboard. Dark is ready and able to keep that away. Actually, down the field as well. Kuzi finally able to make the save, though. It's gonna be 11. Back up on the ball. Is this a goal? It is! Oh, man, do not give 11 space on the wall, because he will do exactly this. Actually, off the first flick, I thought he was down and away from the ball, but it actually put him in great position to get the eventual second touch. And kind of came out of nowhere as well. So really, the defenders aren't looking for that. So, intentional or unintentional, big brain play there from 11 to give himself the goal there. Dark here, gonna send it down the field. Try to follow it up with a shot, but it's taken back. More incredible passing out here from, against MMG rather. And they're still back in their half, trying to keep it away. bepis wants to get another pass out here. Kuzi tries to get the shot off, but the pass taken away and almost followed up here. Another shot coming in from 11, but saved by Kuzi. Kuzi wants to follow with a shot as well. Is the flip reset there? Oh my goodness, Kuzi has no right to do it to him like this. Stays under the ball. And the flip reset didn't put an immense amount of power on it. It still could have been the shot to put it in, but the challenge from the defense actually propelled Kuzi back into the ball, storming it in the net. So, you know, oh my goodness, what? Oh wow, MMG almost scoring off that play as the defense there from bepis was barely there. Still bringing it back down. Unable to finish it. Snow here putting it away in midfield. Defender knocked out of the way there for bepis, but they're still able to keep it alive here. Stealth wants to try. Getting the second touch, but the defense there from Kong. And you gotta think that MFG just wiping the sweat from their brow. They are having a tough time keeping up with the firepower. Whew. From bepis, another great shot there from Kuzi, but Dark is there for the save nonetheless. Now they might have a go here. No, 11 can't get the touch that would put it on target here. 11 now, bringing that back down to midfield. Wants to get a pass off to a teammate, but nope, not gonna happen. 11, back up the backboard. Oh, what a clear though from Snow. You know, if bepis can manage more plays like this, right, to keep time dwindling down on the clock, then they will certainly be in good standing to take game one here. Not only these really massive clears and these high, long passes, but you saw that demolition come through as MMG was trying to get the shot in midfield. I mean, anything, really, to take MMG players out of the play or make it take them longer to actually get back to the ball. bepis, they're doing it all here as the final minute is dwindling down here. 20 seconds remaining and 2 goals still needed for MMG. Dark with a solid hit, but it's a pass out, and Stealth and Kuzi are both up. This could be a good chance for MMG. Yeah, 11's just going to knock this into the net. This is really exactly what they needed, and honestly for bepis, it's exactly what they were not supposed to do. They're in this situation where they're up 2, and the last thing you want to do is overcommit on offense. You don't need the goals, because unless you're getting cocky, then you're not making plays like that, but part of it really was a double commit, probably unintentional. They just need to hold off here for the last second. That ball on the ground, Stealth tries, but 11 not allowing it to happen so easily. Ball still up in the air here, but it's not really on the half that that MMG wants, and almost a 4th goal. Put in at the last second by Stealth, but bepis, they hang on to their lead. It's 1-0 in the series now. And they have a chance to finish it out here. Well, if they continue the momentum, right? They're 1-0 in this best of 5. They need still 2 more wins to get the grand finals victory. Pop Tiz, is it Mishmash Gaming? MMG is Mamba Mode Gaming, actually. Fun clarification there. Looks like we're going to wind down the time here. I think Sprite was taking a quick little break, so I guess that gives bepis and it gives bepis and MMG a chance here to kind of reevaluate their tries here, but bepis really just that team that has been commanding the pitch. Yeah, no problem, Pop this. Remember, you know, if bepis takes this best of 5 here, then it's over, right? They won the tournament. But if MMG is able to swing this in their favor and get that best of 5 win, then we go into another best of 5. Since they were the team, MMG, to come out of the losers bracket. But bepis, having yet to be knocked out, they are the winners from the winners bracket, and if they close it out in 3 here, then they could have the chance to take it all. We'll see if they're able to do that. Snow just had to get that on target to send it in, but misses the net entirely. Unfortunate there. They worked hard to get that empty net, but just not able to finish the play. Stealth, though. On the field, Comp certainly wants to keep this away from his net. Waits to flip to grab the wave dash. Love it. As, you know, once you get that flip reset, it's very enticing to just use it as ASAP. Oh, Snow with the absolute redemption shot. Had missed the open net earlier, but propels himself in the air to get the really quick shot on net. He puts bepis back in the lead now, 1-0. My goodness, the answer though from Comp, Mamba Mode Gaming, not shying away from this series here. They worked really hard through the losers tournament to get back into the grand finals, and they're making it known right now as they get the answer, and they have a chance now. Stay in this game. Oh, Comp doing it again. See that blue meteor shower pop back in as Comp is making things happen on the field. That shot was not guaranteed, but a little bit of trickery in the air brings him on the right side of the ball. Sends it left post and too far away for the for that bepis defense to pick back up on. Uzi wanted the shot off the wall though, not able to entirely make it happen. So instead they'll be kind of backs against the wall here. Another shot coming in from Comp. He's not able to finish it though. Stealth somehow redirecting it back down the field. On the ball again is Stealth up off the wall. Snow wants the shot. It's on target. The bounce shot does find its way to the back of the net. There, and oh, beautiful touch there actually from Snow as it just rode right by the woodwork to send it into the net. They will get that equalizer straight after MMG managed to get their lead here. MMG hadn't had a lead in this series yet. They got it there, and it was certainly short-lived. They'll be looking to establish themselves as one of the leaders here. But they'll have to get the lead back. And again, Stealth, are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. What? What? How? How is he still in the air and able to follow it? Oh, blitz the defenders as well with that shot. Folks, if you don't believe in magic, you might as well make yourself a believer now. I have no idea how Stealth pulled that off, but it's going to be a 3-2 lead now as Stealth continues to blow our minds here tonight with that goal. Comp and this MMG squad, though, have been doing quite a good job on offense themselves, though, to stay in this game. So we'll see if they can get some more firepower going and keep them in this game. In the meantime, great passing here from, the shot placement from Snow is perfect. Top corner banger. You do not want to be on the defensive end from this shot. Oh, jeez. Mamba Mode. You guys SiK letting Pop Tiz know it's Mamba Mode Gaming out here on the field as they are trying to hang in this game. They had the 2-1 lead, but after 3 straight goals from this bepis squad, they've managed to concede it. And now it's a 2-up here for bepis. Stealth here might get a touch here, almost in with the double tap, but they'll continue their offensive here. Stealth gets it past one defender, almost past the second, but Comp not allowing it. Oh, 11's just going to finish the play here. And I thought for a second 11 was trying to stay off the ball just to give Comp the hat trick here. No, he'll barely tap it. But that almost backflip out of the way. Hey, either way, whoever scores on the team, it is another goal here for MMG as they're hanging on in this series. Will they be able to get a win under their belt here, or will they concede 2? Oh my goodness, 11. And the angles on these shots from the backboard continues to astound me. I mean, these players, you can tell why they've rightfully deserved their spot here in the grand final. The consistency on the shot placement has been incredible to watch. Here's Kuzi off the wall. We've seen all kinds of shots from him there, but you know, he did have his teammate there in the midfield. Might have operated a little more efficiently on the team had he opted for the pass instead. Speaking of passes, Snow wanted it to Stealth, but instead it's taken up the wall, and Kuzi trying to make things happen, but Comp keeping things interesting here. Kuzi takes it off 11. Dark's going to follow it with a shot that's a bit too high. Defender taken out of the mix here, but it's back into midfield with no clear possession. Kuzi wants it for his team. And one of his teammates going to hit it on the side wall. Not really pulling off a great advantage for them, but does deny any shot that may have been coming in. So I do understand that play for that reason at least. Oh, Snow wants a play here. Kuzi going for the redirect because he's too far and away to get a bump out. Unable to make the play. Could be this next shot does take the win. And really, folks, this is a very pivotal moment of the grand finals. If bepis do get the goal here, they have a great chance to get this game 2 win, and they're already in match point to take the grand final win. However, if MMG get a goal here, they'll get a win under their belts, and they will be far and away from being knocked out that quickly in the grand finals. This is absolutely an intense period of time here. Comp wants to make it happen, but he's bumped out of the way by Snow. Stealth taking it up the corner. See what he can do. Looks like he's taking more time off the clock than anything. Gets it past 1, but Dark back in front of it. It's in mid-court. Snow picks it up, though. And it's knocked to the ground. We're going to have overtime. The next goal is going to decide the very pivotal moment of the series. It's looking good already for MMG. 11 gets a flip reset, but cannot send it in. Snow back on the ball. Dark wants to hit it away. Not trying to give any easy chances for this bepis team here. 11 trying to make it happen on the 50 because he's already had a boost there, but instead it's taken away. Dark up on the ball. Dark to 11. 11 back down the field, but that's essentially straight to bepis. Snow wanted to 50 that into the net, but it's not going to happen. Already 40 seconds into overtime. Neither team wants to be that team to concede a goal. They seem a bit more defensively minded and passive on this approach. See how they can manage. Oh, Dark, incredible shot here. Snow barely able to make the save. And it's to Kuzi. Kuzi to Stealth. That shot's on target, but 11 does make the save. Incredible effort from MMG to have to switch from offense to defense almost instantly from the synergized approach. And no way, Snow. We saw his shot earlier hit straight top corners, and clearly it was not a fluke, as the placement is straight on target yet again. It's a goal and a win here for bepis. They are now up 2-0 in the series, meaning One more win will do it. They will earn the win here in the grand finals. They can pull off yet another game 3 coming up here, folks, in just a moment. All right. Had a second to hydrate there for a little bit, but we are back out on the field. That is one nice thing about esports is that after all this tireless and grinding gameplay, you don't necessarily you're not sweating, or at least as much as you may in traditional sports. You just gotta maybe crack some knuckles and grab a sip of G Fuel and get back at it. So these players, whatever they're fueling up with tonight, they are making the big plays and keeping us entertained, and we got to thank them at least for that. But the winner here will be compensated by the SiK Esports organization, $50. And bepis, Team in Orange, is just one win away from getting that win. And if it is indeed one game away, then folks, it's been a pleasure casting tonight. Fire the Bear coming at you live here on SiK Esports. But hey, maybe I should hold my tongue here. We're still 0-0 here as MMG working to keep themselves in this game. And they have certainly astounded us in the losers bracket, winning game after game. Deservedly so here in the grand finals, trying to get that first goal. Comp trying to bulldoze his way through snow, manages eventually to do it here. Kuzi back on the ball, wants to give it to Stealth here. Oh, a little bit of miscommunication there though. From bepis, but they're able to bounce back here. Stealth back on the ball, tries taking a midfield, but Dark just not having it. Gets a final touch, bring him midfield. Stealth needs to get to that ball and quick manages to do that exactly. Ooh, Comp mistouch. Dark needs to follow. Trying to bring him midfield. Snow not allowing it. Oh, here's Stealth going past one defender, going past two. 11, oh, right in midfield. He has seen that pass from Stealth enough times that he knew where that passing lane would be and wanted to be the first player there on the ball. Manages to do exactly that, and that is a testament to their ability to fend off this bepis squad here for as long as they have, halfway down in this game 3 of the series. And MMG, as I said, working hard to not be knocked out with the sweep in the grand final. Certainly that would mean bepis is establishing themselves as the clear winner of the night. But the record of the series, it just never tells the full story, because even if bepis comes away with a win here, I mean, MMG just doing so much out on the field here. Keep bepis at bay and even getting some tries of their own. Comp getting the stop there. Dark and Kuzi missing their target on the ball there. Could be a chance here for MMG though. Snow's gonna take it away instead. Oh, but solid effort here from Comp. Almost gets the second touch to put it in, but sent away instead. Stealth back in the ball here, taking it down the field. Comp putting a stop to it. Amazing how we're still scoreless at this point, folks. It seems unbelievable. And how did the stop come there? Snow getting in front of that bullet of a pass back down to the midfield. And we are already just a minute left here, folks. The whole grand final could end here with a bepis goal, and Stealth so close to putting it in, but misses the mark instead. Taken away here from Snow. He's off the wall. Wants to get a pass out, but it's a soft touch instead. Dark and Comp. Bit of miscommunication there. And I've got to say, the gameplay looks to be in a bit of disarray here, as these players have been going at it all night, throwing all their tools out here to try and make something happen. Art gets the touch he needed there. 11, can he get a shot on goal here? Gets a first touch that's convincing enough, but not able to wrap around for it. 20 seconds remaining. Will there be a goal in regulation time? MMG very close to it. Right off the post, though. Stealth takes it away, and MMG that close to staying in the series. Stealth taking their time, but for good reason. No boost to his name here. Oh, could this be the chance? Is anyone there? Oh, Dark wants the shot instead. Oh, Kuzi, did he take it over? Barely. Takes the ball away from the net. That was almost done and done for MMG, but instead we're in overtime with no goals to either team's name here. Oh, but can Comp do it now? It's off the backboard. That's going to be a great pass to a teammate. Dark almost putting it on target, and Comp wanted the redirect somehow from the ceiling, but misses the effort instead. Oh, and a couple players there hitting it, as 3 or 4 of them were up for that ball. Becoming very intense here as we're here in overtime. Oh, MMG with a great shot. Comp putting it almost in. Snow gets the save, though. Really been MMG with the more convincing pressure here in Game 3. It's as if we're one play away from them finishing it, and exactly that. Comp puts it in and finally finishes the game here for MMG. They are not out here yet, folks. Mamba Mode Gaming. Folks, Mamba Mode Gaming, if you're rooting it for them tonight, let me tell you, they barely pulled off this victory to keep themselves alive here. I mean, let me tell you, they've got to win quite a few games here in a row, but they seem to be very much up to the task. And folks, we've been in here long enough that my controller died. So I'm getting all charged up here, and we'll ready up in just a sec. Yeah, that's what a high intensity tournament will give you, you know. Whew. Oh, more good stuff coming out from these teams. We will see if MMG can continue to hang on here. That was just like what felt like a battle to the death there in Game 3. No one scoring the entire 5 minutes of regulation time. And finally a goal coming out there from MMG. Give themselves a chance. Question is, can they use that win to their advantage? Can keep the momentum up? Oh, that's going to be a team pinch that might just land in. Are you kidding me? The companionship here from bepis just sends the ball flying. That is the I don't know if anyone else tries those pinches with their teammate when they're in the backfield, and it all goes awry, at least for me. But that is the ideal play that you were looking to pull off, and I am just amazed at the way that bepis was able to do it. Stealth had a chance there with the double touch, but couldn't finish the play. It's going to be a solid pass, but Comp's there, first on the ball. Dark wants a hit there to keep things interesting. Oh my goodness, there is Dark, though. Hitting the goal, not letting that play slide away from him. Comp just as close as you get with that shot, really. As it just got knocked back off from the post, but Dark was there. Dark was there to finish the job. And we're all tied back up at 1-1. Almost there for bepis, but Dark takes it away instead. No extra flick there from Dark, which I thought was going to come out, but presumably the defense waiting for that kind of play. So Either way, just trying to take him off guard, maybe. Well, that's a tough hit there from Dark. Luckily for them, no one from bepis there to finish the play and get a shot on. Oh, tons of players being demolished. Could be trouble here for bepis, but Kuzi taking time off the clock here. Oh my goodness, it's going to be wide open here for MMG to finish it out. It's going to be 11, sends it straight in here. Oh, very tough double commit there from Team bepis. They were hoping to just get out of that sticky situation, but yeah, not so fast it seems. As MMG, they are taking over the tone of this game, which has just completely shifted in MMG's favor. And if they had any time to do it, if they had a very last second that they could shift this series in their favor, they did it at the very last minute that they were able to, overtime, in a match point situation there for bepis. Bepis still with just one win away from taking this grand final, but MMG with the lead here in game 4 of the series. If they can push it to a game 5, then they'll have a chance, but let the lead slip by, as Dark just was not quick enough, and there was just no last man there on the defense for MMG. Can bepis finish it now? That is the question. With another goal and some solid defense, maybe they will be able to. Who knows? But they've still got to pick up the lead. That's a tough break for him there as a double commit. Oh, but still somehow back on the ball after double committing. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Kuzi barely gets the save off a booming shot there from 11. Dark once more, and he will get it indeed. I can't blame the attempted read here by, was it Kuzi or who was this on defense? I still can't tell. But Dark managed to somehow get the angle to hit the ball down, which is incredible considering he was coming from the inside there on the ball. It's just a very well-timed challenge to knock it down. And into the net, MMG pulling off, or managing to get the lead back. But 2 minutes is a long time to hold on to it. Comp trying to extend the lead, cushion a bit, but missing his opportunity. Z up on the ball, trying to bring in midfield. Oh, and there's the shot by Snow, which is going to get another equalizer here for bepis. Very interesting, because Kuzi, he didn't get that second touch, but I feel like MMG was expecting a double touch, and call it a fake or whatever you will, but they still managed to get the goal here. And I don't know if you caught that play, but from bepis there, they just bumped into the MMG player who's gonna shoot that straight in the net off the kickoff. So couple of big brain plays in a row here coming out from bepis. They seem to be really back in form, especially mentally. We'll see if that's enough here. Finish out this game and really the entire tournament. They win here, it's over. Oh man, Kuzi back down. Oh man, is that a return to team pinch from MMG? That was actually absolute boomer. Back down the field. They don't get a point out of it though, and that's gonna land right in. Snow gets enough arc on the shot. Put it straight past the defender. Oh, the flick was perfect. 11 in good positioning on the shadow defense play. Man, the shot just too on target to put it in. MMG working to get this goal so they can keep things in play for this tournament. If they don't get a goal though in the next 50 seconds, it's over for him. Comp there with the touch to make the save, keep him alive. Dark to 11 with the shot, and Snow can't stay on all 4 wheels. It's a great shot there from 11, and everybody on that MMG team were just in sync and in on the play to make it happen and send it in here. Back tied up. Game 4 has been an absolute barn burner, as we have been tied up for a majority of it. Snow kind of faking there on the shot to keep the ball in the blue half. He's going to put it on target here, but 11 having no problem getting a hit on it. The return shot is just wide, though, for bepis. Stealth trying to get in on the play. Uzi to stealth. Stealth to the net. No. Soft touch is not going to go in unless we get a goal here, folks. We're going straight to overtime. Oh, no. The shot, though, from Comp is off. Oh, my goodness. It's above the net, and the clear does come out from bepis. Wait, they still have a chance here to score. Could they end it here? No. Oh, it's taken on the ground, and MMG says, hey, not so fast. All right, we're not ending it like that. Back into overtime. Kuzi with a chance. It's off the backboard. Dark's going to miss it. Oh, but Comp gets there just in time. Keep it out of the net. Oh, my goodness. Dark's going to bulldoze his way towards the net. No! It's in. It's an own goal for the MMG team. No way. 11. Great pass in the midfield. And MMG hangs on. Incredible tenacity from this team and just absolute grit to stay in this series. And folks, we're going to game 5. Right, man, if you're still in here, I want to get your thoughts. How is this MMG team looking? I cannot believe that they're sticking in on this one.
Yeah, first of all, by the way, Nugget series is 2-2. This is first series. Obviously, bracket resets available if MMG takes the win. It's incredible. Going into that third game there where MMG managed to take that. Well, they've taken 2 in overtime now, but that first overtime game, I thought we might see a 3-0 sweep. But here we are. They've tied it up and given themselves chance to stay alive, and adding another goal right at the start with a demo, that's one way to get themselves ahead even.
I know, that's what I was thinking, Sprite, was think about how close we were to that sweep in overtime in that game 3.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely was expecting it, to be honest. MMG kind of looked a little bit slower initially in the games. They seem to kind of found their groove, and I think the thing against this orange team is the mechanical ability. We've seen Snow put some tight angles in. Obviously, we've seen some crazy shots by Stealth today, and Kuzi with a few flip reset plays as well. I think they've kind of figured out that with that aggressive play style, looking for a lot of these redirects, passing plays, and solo plays, they've just tightened up their defense and scored a lot more off the counterattacks.
Yeah. Yes, I appreciate that insight so much, right? Because I think you're exactly right. Just like incredible shooting, like shot placement and solo plays that had come out from the bepis team, and looks like Kuzi wants to add to it. In fact, as he just takes off there on the ground and hits it straight in on the corner. And for the most part, yeah, in these last couple games, MMG has been able to counter it. It took a full 5 minutes of no one scoring in that game 3. And then finally a goal in net for MMG to really throw things back into their favor and convince us that they do have a shot in this grand final still. But here they are, sticking in it. And we are back to tied up now in this game 5.
I think another thing to consider as well, it depends on each team. Every team's different, but if MMG's played about twice the games that bepis has had to play in the tournament today, being as they worked their way through about 6 games in the losers bracket, and now they're working their way through probably 6 games in the winners as well, maybe slightly more than that even. As we saw Orange didn't have that challenge initially going through the losers side as well. So whether they become more tired and eventually that costs it, or maybe they get a little bit better feel going than bepis may have because they've been playing longer as well, which right now seems to be what the impression that's being made on me is that they've got a little bit more confidence right now. They look a lot more fluid than they did even 2 games ago.
Could not agree more, Sprite, because it's as if MMG has gotten that second wind, and they were in that slump in games 1 and 2. But just when they needed it most, the second wind is there, and they're back in synergy. And you're right; it's a disadvantage sometimes to have to play so many games. You may feel tired and exhausted, but at the same time, you've gotten so much experience in one night that another game ain't gonna change nothing. You are ready to take it to any team at this point. And MMG, they are showing us here tonight that they have the endurance to just stick around. And there it is from Comp. The ball was put midfield there by his teammate at 11. And I mean, beautiful shot placement here to get past all three defenders from bepis.
And yeah, like you said, that it can be a bit of a double-edged sword. Although one other thing that I'm kind of seeing as these games progress is the defense from bepis is really getting kind of cracked wide open now by MMG. MMG seems to be looking to make those kind of in tighter midfield passes, especially inside the midline there, closer into the net. And the way MMG's defense gets clustered, as soon as if they get that to an open spot, you see on that last play, all three orange are kind of together in a clump. So if they beat that little cluster and get the ball past them at all, it's a free goal every time.
Yeah, you do not want to see that clumping effect of having all your players kind of in the same area. I mean, even if a shot's coming through, and you're on in that, it's still not the ideal situation. And we saw Comp still tear it all down. So I like what you said there, Sprite. I mean, because right, bepis has gotten a lot of advantages by playing that midfield game and having players ready to pick up on those midfield passes. But yeah, it seemed as if on defense that they were uh, in a tough situation doing the same kind of thing, but all come together.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it almost feels like, sorry to cut you off a little bit, but it
no,
almost
please,
feels
please.
like they panic a little bit in their own end. Like they don't have the same comfort as MMG. I think even to this series against SiK Esports, there's that stretch MMG made 4 incredible saves back to back, and then just went down the other end and put one in like it was nothing. I don't see that same defensive confidence and structure coming from Orange in these last few games. And ultimately, I think that little bit of extra tenseness, crushing the controller a little bit in their hands, is what's causing them to get maybe a little bit out of position or be a little slower to some of these defensive plays.
Seriously. That is way too relatable because I can just think of those moments where the further the game intensifies and the more you get your back against the wall and the more you're just squeezing your controller to try and make something work, uh, the less you look that comfortable and cool, on defense. And that's the way MMG has looked. And surprisingly, just the way that uh, bepis has been unable to look. And so with that, right, we see the game 5 victory. I mean, MMG able to reverse sweep that first grand final series. So guess what, folks? We're resetting this thing. We're going into a new best of 5, and I assure you that this will be the last best of 5, the last series we will see in this tournament. The team to get the third win of this bracket reset will take the winnings here in the grand final as bepis has take their first series loss. the full tournament here to MMG.
You know, and one thing worth noting, I don't know all the info on this, but I'm coming into this tournament once the registration closed. We were in a call with a lot of our own players. We saw, you know, Elite, Cyanide, Sinister, our top team there, Esports, all those different teams. Talking about Mamba here. That they may something related to RLCS. They got very close, if not even making it through that first phase. So being in that intense experience, they might be a little bit more seasoned than bepis is as well. Although I don't know how experienced bepis is in that competitive field.
Well, that is certainly an interesting point that you bring up there. Right. The fact that MMG has that experience. You know, it at this point it shouldn't be that much of a surprise to us that they're able to actually manage to pull off the reverse sweep there towards the end and stick in it. I mean, that is a team that is able to still stick together after facing so much heat from another team. And you know, to give you a glimpse of the heat that they were experiencing, here's Stealth taking it up with the double tap, looking gorgeous.
That's, you know, that's just another solo play in the pocket of him today. I mean, we saw that freestyler's dream off the corner to the in the net. Obviously, we've seen countless dead angle ones like that, and let alone the flip resets and passing plays. There's another one. He's just going to add on to that. Good bump by Kuzi though to take 11 out of the play.
Right. 11 has actually been one of those kind of like, you know, out of the shadows players who is just like really stood out in this latest series to make that MMG comeback possible. Few plays off the wall, getting it into midfield and just like finishing the play a lot of the time. Sometimes you need that player that is going to tie everything together for the team. And yeah, 11 just kind of making those, doing the dirty work kind of plays to make everything tie together and happen for your team. And yeah, 11 has definitely impressed me with some of those plays here.
Yeah, and you talk about holding and tying together. That I think you hit it right on the nose with that point. I think 11, he's got that little bit of solo playability and creativity, but I think he's the anchor player, like you said. He kind of does the work, you know, when it needs doing. Gives his team the opportunity to come back, obviously, and reverse sweep the first series. And you know, we saw some flashy goals, some fancy goals, but I think overall he's just been so solid on the back end and even up front, creating plays and just capitalizing on his shooting opportunities. That, like you say, he's a little bit out of the shadows. You don't notice him until he's there.
Here he is now. Play almost down from the crossbar, trying to put it in off that play, but doesn't look like it's gonna work out for him that time around. But the fact that you talk about him being an anchor, like just so solid. I mean, there's something to be said for consistency, right? And what usually does it for teams that send them out of this bracket is inconsistency. It's some of those tiny miscues where you're not quick enough to the ball or make the right split-second judgment call that create some sort of vulnerability for your opponents to take it upon you and score, right? But if you have that kind of consistency, then you not only have the ability to like stick in a long series like this, but also like really make a name for yourselves for your team. So when you tell me that kind of, oh my goodness, how was Dark in front of that? What a save there from Dark. But just to wrap up this point and put a bow on it here, when I hear that they have been one of those teams that kind of make it through that first round, like towards the RLCS, I mean, that just does not surprise me. The consistency and the persistence that we've seen from this team, and now they get the equalizer. It's gonna be 11 yet again. Comes off the ceiling, but lands on the boost. Says thank you very much. I'm gonna take right back off here. Gonna pass out to my teammate and grab the equalizer here for my team. Tied up here. Game 1 of this bracket reset could go either way.
Another notable player, I think, is Dark. I think we've overlooked him a little bit in this series too. I think just mainly for him, like his ball pressure, like that's how I would put it. I would say the amount of times he's in front of the ball and on the 50-50s and just getting there, he wins those 50-50s, not necessarily clean, but he's always positioning. He's almost placing his 50s. If you think of that for a second, every 50 he goes for almost goes to a place where his team can continue their pressure or reset at minimum.
Right. And I mean, you mentioned like overlooked or maybe just not highlighted enough. I think 50s in general are one of those components that aren't I mean, you could even call it a mechanic that just ends up being so important for how often it happens, but you don't mention it as much as like, wow, one of these players is really doing a lot for the possession for their team because they're getting so many 50s for them. And to notice that, I appreciate that, Sprite, because a lot of the time, commentating play-by-play, you don't notice those sort of trends and abilities that really stand out for players. So, good on Dark for keeping things, up and coming for their team there.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think just to top it off, like I think, we keep talking about, we've got 11 kind of from the shadows and we've got Darko maybe overlooked a little bit and even Comp's done well. He's been pretty consistent throughout the whole thing. I think that just shows the complete team effort and team game here. In the last few games, I think we see all these players getting noticed and doing these parts. Ultimately, I think that's the reason they probably got the reverse sweep and put themselves in the position to even pull ahead here. I think they just have it all come together as a team, and in the last few games, especially more than bepis has been able to do.
Right. It just says so much about them. For me as a team, for them all to come together like that. And not only some of the plays from Comp, but a lot of what I remember, just some like star-studded shots. I'm just like blown away by some of the shot placement. I think it was Comp that actually was the one to score when all 3 defenders for bepis was there, ready to save it, and Comp said, nah, I'm actually just going to slide this one into the inside post where, it's that one tiny little slot that I'm able to score here, and it's been some of that shot placement, those plays, like you said, it just rounds it out for this team now, and like you said, they are in position here to take the lead here in the bracket reset. They almost concede it there with that potential ball shot going in for bepis, but they're able to keep it away here. And we're now 2 minutes into a heated overtime where this game could mean so much for either team. A serious tone setter. I mean, you have MMG who are riding off so much momentum, getting the reverse sweep and creating the reverse sweep and creating the bracket reset. Sorry, who if they win this, there's just an unlimited amount of momentum for them. But for bepis, this is hugely important. I mean, they need to prove to themselves, really, that they're able to turn this thing around, just as MMG did coming out of the losers bracket. So this game, this outcome here in overtime, hugely influential to give us a key kind of look into see how this one's gonna wrap up.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that. I think, at least personally, I think, my money's on whoever wins this overtime. I think is going to take home the tournament. We're three, almost going on 3.5 minutes in here soon. After a bracket reset, a little bit of a tougher series, I guess, for Orange. Maybe lose some momentum, but I think whoever gets this it's going to give them the energy and they need to close it out.
Oh, and that's gonna be it. Dark is gonna finally score. It almost looked to be part of that absolutely wearing play that Kuzi just wasn't able to make the save on that. And we talked about consistency. We talked about persistence. MMG emulated all of that here in game one, I guess, of the bracket reset. And I can't restate it enough. Momentum. It is clearly on the side now of MMG, even with that long overtime where maybe you would think, oh, okay, things have kind of evened out, nevertheless, of any history. No, I would argue that if you're looking at being on the team of bepis, you've had to go through 3 straight losses where you were that close to closing it all out, and now a long overtime and still no win to show for it. That is hugely detrimental to, I think, the mental component for this bepis team, where it's just gonna be so hard to bounce back. But hey, game 2, it's underway regardless, and we'll see if they're able to do it. It is. We are in fact getting started now with game 2, and yeah, bepis facing a lot of heat here. As they, we can't count them out. The fact that they were able to fend off a hugely lights out team that has been MMG in these last few games, but you got to give them credit where it's due. They kept them at bay for a full 3.5 minutes in overtime. So is that defense going to continue to hold up here? Maybe not in the early game, as Comp able to make a play here in the midfield. And as we've been talking about, I mean, it took the full team to do this one. 11 to Dark to Comp. They're all synergized. They're all in chemistry. They know where that ball is going, and they're able to make those split-second decisions to just get on the ball. Oh, Comp, though, unable to finish the double touch. Would have been beautiful. Oh, my goodness, the bump. Who was that? Stealth takes out the last defender. Oh, that is not nice. Goodness.
And yeah, do you recall earlier today when we had I believe it was bepis against Vroom earlier, and we were commenting on the physicality of the game. I've seen a large improvement here from Orange in that side. We see a goal right there from being physical and taking out the opposing goaltender, but the amount of times that pressure or possession can be shifted, even here, demo by MMG gives them the possession of the ball again. So I think as we've seen these games progress, and we commented on that earlier, and as the games get a little higher level as well, a little more competitive, I've seen a lot more physicality and aggression between the cars in the field.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how that component of the game can switch to being just non-existent to very, very much prevalent in the game. It's almost like it's a contagion that once you see that first demo, all the players are reminded, like, oh yeah, we're playing with battle cards. I can totally just take you out whenever I want, and then they're flying out in the field. And look at that! I guess MMG is gonna make it work for them. Oh yeah, yeah. Comp gets the pass off. It says, "I'm just gonna run through these bepis players."
You know, they must be listening. Clearly we just know so much about the game and how to beat all these top players. I mean,
oh, we're obviously experts.
yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, no competition. I could play with these guys with one hand.
Yeah, with the monitor turned off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
me and my champ self.
Yeah. You're preaching to the choir, man. You and me. So, hey, who knows? We'll throw in a team here next time around to commentate all the same. But no, these players obviously helping us out here, throwing in the demos, but it's still, regardless, interesting to see how that component of gameplay can shift things, and clearly it's working for either side of the team as they both benefit from it here, and we'll see how bepis is able to respond. It's going to be pretty solid team play, and it's going to be finished out here by Stealth. I thought the play was over. You know, Kuzi to Snow. Kuzi not able to keep the play going, and I can't believe I missed it, but it's another demolition on the back line that keeps the defenders far and away from making the play there. We're tied up again after the equalizer here from bepis. Oh my goodness, I thought that one was in from bepis again, as more aggression coming out there. I thought there was going to be another bump on the blue back line, but instead bepis cleanly making their approach. Where's the net again? Kuzi not allowing MMG squad to get back in the orange half until they do. Dark to 11. Oh, can he get the double tap? No, he's not able to stick on it. Comp back off the backboard. Stealth not allowing an easy shot, though. Still tied up here. Seconds remaining. Oh, Kuzi barely making the save on the goal line, and Comp keeping it away here. Stealth to Kuzi. At this point, these players just so cognizant of where their teammates are, trying to get everyone involved, because clearly some of those best plays, and a majority of them lately, it has taken the full team to be on the same page with each other, make it all work. It's going to be Stealth to Kuzi to try and take it out of their own half. Kuzi still ahead of the ball there, unable to make a play on it. Out from the corner, we may very well see overtime here. Oh, Kuzi coming up. Yeah, I think we are.
We're going to see our 4th overtime against these two teams.
Not enough.
They just like keeping everybody on edge.
Yeah. Oh, they're certainly doing a good job of it. I'll give them that, because I am literally on the edge of my seat right now. And again, we saw a huge tone shifter early on in the first series. This has got to be it now in the bracket reset, because take the fact or the idea here that MMG get this win. They are at match point to take the whole grand final off of an insane comeback here. And oh, they might have a chance here. The defense caught on their backs here. Oh, but they are able to recover from it. Kuzi wants to air dribble it all the way. Comp taking it away though. And Stealth wants to set up an opportunity for his team. Snow wanted to come in as a second man, but the ball just cleared too heavily out from the corner. Yeah, but the other situation here is that bepis does get the win here. That keeps the series really tight, and allows it really for any chance, any team to take the win. But hey, you know what? At any point, oh, Kuzi almost gets the shot in. The follow up is saved again, though, by Dark. Wow. Oh, and the shot from 11. MMG take game 2 in the bracket reset portion of this grand finals, and they are 1 win away from taking it all. Sprite, I can't believe that I'm saying after bepis was 1 win away from winning it all. They could have swept it originally in the grand final. We're saying the exact opposite here in the bracket reset. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, it's complete flip-flop at this point. You know, we've got MMG now up 2-0 in the series, waiting to take home their prize. If bepis can't get it together here, just enough to beat them. For all you guys watching, I know it's getting fairly late for a lot of you, and it's been a 4-hour and 7-minute stream to this point. If you guys are enjoying the tournament action and want to get yourselves in on some of this on your own, be sure to join our Discord. The link's in the chat, or you can join through our website at SiKesports.com. All tournament announcements will be made on our Discord. There's a ping roll as well if you like getting those notifications. For any future tournaments and events hosted by us, you'll get first notice. Be able to secure those spots for more of this intense competition.
You could be a part of the grand finals that is all grand finals ever in the history of grand finals. This story has developed from bepis being the team that no one could top to MMG making their way from so deep in the losers bracket, and now here they are. Really, with killer momentum, and just 1 win away. Will we see that? Will we see them take it here in the grand final, or does bepis want to give MMG kind of a taste of their own medicine? You know, toppling that reverse sweep, and that may very well be the case. No, is able. Got that first goal out here, and we talked about clumping earlier. I think we may have a case of that there for MMG. A lot of them stuck in the net there. And so MMG will concede a goal because of that. They are faced with another onslaught here from bepis. In midfield here, Dark wants the chance, but taken away here, back out the corner. Snow does a decent enough job to de-escalate the play for just a second there, but it's still on target. Oh my goodness, I thought 11 scored from that pop back wall banger, but instead topples right in front of the net, and we're back in front of the blue net. Dark keeping it away though, and Comp already moving up the field. He has that kind of trust in his teammates to try and make that play happen, but oh my goodness. Opportunities coming out here from both teams here. So close on the shots. Oh, I didn't know if 11 was going to be back on it. The defense can't be there for bepis, and Comp is going to put that one in. After 11 missed the second touch chance, I thought it was up for him, but speaking of up, both defenders there from bepis a little bit too high on the shot there that came out from Comp. You gotta think that, you know, not every perfect shot is a top shelf, a banger, right? You gotta also think about where you think the defense will be, and at that point, Comp being able to keep it low on the goal line, actually managed to get it under the defenders. So works out for them. They'll get the equalizer, and with 3 minutes left, MMG has the chance to take the lead here and actually complete the grand finals here. Dark looks like he wants to be that player to make it happen, but taken away there by Kuzi as both players taking flight. Trying to be the first one to it. A lot of hustle and bustle happening in front of the blue net there as Stealth trying to throw some craziness down. Keep players on their toes here. Haven't seen the demos, but the bumps are certainly in order. Stealth here wants to get the pass off instead, but gonna go for stealing the boost instead. Oh, and it's just put in by Kuzi. Oh no, Dark was on the ball. I had more time than that to get a challenge on the play with Kuzi. It was just a man on a mission there. Not allowing anything easy for MMG. Stealth. Freestyling in the air there, almost able to make it happen. Pass to Kuzi is denied there by Dark. Oh, the onslaught continues. Snow almost putting it in. Good pass into midfield, but no one. There's reinforcements for bepis. 11's flip reset doesn't go according to plan, and that could be a roll one. Yes, it's going to be a 2v2 for the remainder. Flick there for Dark is not in. Still stuck together like glue here. Comp trying to bring it out for his teammate there, but Stealth keeping it away. Comp and Dark gonna have to take the backfield here as bepis trying to make their way up. Oh, Stealth gonna deny that. No one's gonna get in the way of Snow and someone from MMG, but here's a shot by Stealth. It's just gonna land in. Oh wait, it's Kuzi? No, Stealth was, I guess, following it. Oh, it was 11. Snow. Yeah, Stealth had brought fear into the eyes of Comp, I guess, but never actually connected with the ball. And so that one's just going to fall in here for bepis. bepis looking better than they have in this game, than they have literally in the last 4 games. And what a time to do it here while everything's on the line. A loss here would end it all for him, but keeping it together now. Oh, very close for Comp. 11 with the follow-up save there by Kuzi. Dark wants to keep it going, but only able to get a soft touch. It's going to be followed by Stealth, who, of course, is following it in the air. Almost gets a second touch. He will. Oh, on target, though. Stealth continues to be on it. Comp puts a hand at things as MMG running out of time here to catch a lead. You know, if bepis can hang on for a bit longer here, continue to drag out the clock, may get a win and set this series at 2-1. Oh, and it's gonna be in for Stealth. That just about secures, I think, the victory here for bepis, as they may very well put themselves in a 1-2 series situation here. 10 seconds remaining. It's saved by Kuzi there a couple times, and just no time left for 3 goals to head on in there for MMG. And that's going to be exactly what happens here now. bepis hang on, and we're going to see more Rocket League here, folks. Game 4 of the series coming up.
Yeah, just to take a quick minute here, we'll give, it's been lengthy, so I'm sure the players want their little break as well, but going into this, we're 2-1 for MMG in this series. So going forward, you know, what are your predictions right now? How are you feeling about it?
Asking me or asking chat?
I'm asking you.
um, I going into this game 4 for me, I think the story's still all about MMG. I know they took a serious fall here in game 3, and we've seen everything that bepis is capable of. But to me, those 3 wins in a row um, from uh, from MMG, it proved. If I think it really proved to us the discipline and the ability to bounce back. And so, even suffering a 4-1 loss here, it doesn't convince me that bepis has control of this series. And if you're telling me MMG still has 2 more games to take 1 more win over bepis, I I believe they can do it. So that's where I'm at. Hey, I'm still an unbiased caster. Okay, I'm not tainting that whatsoever. But when I'm asked for my prediction, gotta give it.
Yeah, no, and you know what, same thing. Obviously, you want to be unbiased, but I've got that feeling as well. I have a feeling that game that obviously got away from MMG a little bit, but I think seeing their team play and their ability to keep it together and keep pushing when it's getting tough, I think we're going to see a bit of a bounce back in this game. Will make it a lot tougher for bepis to compete even more.
That's right. So we'll see if MMG can continue to, as you said, pick up those team plays and maybe this time around get more than 1 goal, as they were only able to make up with in the last game. Well, they're gonna try for the goal there. Oof. Yeah.
Getting physical in front of the orange net. Looking to get those goaltenders out of the way and look for an open hole.
Open hole not there that time around. Snow and I think one of his teammates even were in net just waiting on this shot. That would have been a good situation for another goalie to be knocked out of the play, but instead they were well suited in there on defense, ready for anything. Oh, look at that pickup from 11 off the wall. Trying maybe to get a pass out to his team, but it's denied. Dark tries to pick up the redirect. Gotta applaud him at least for the effort, but now Dark's the only one on defense. Now Comp is gonna bring his way into the play. Stop things for his team.
Off the roof.
This is certainly getting interesting here, because we're, after a pretty high scoring matchup last time around, we're at that situation where this is reminiscent of game 3 in the first series between these 2 teams, where nobody was scoring for the full extent of the game, and that turned into a long overtime where MMG finally was the team to pull it out. So it's going to be interesting if we continue to see a scoreless run here from both teams, because MMG was the one to top out at the end there. Well, that's a good hit from Comp out there. Dark wanted to follow it up, but too many bepis players in front of it. Snow trying to bring it forward, but it's matched by a similar clear there from Comp and the MMG squad. Teams just really at this point trading hits. Ball's kind of caught in the corner here on the MMG side. Hot midfield here. Comp does get the demo, but MMG just were not committing strongly enough to the play. Dark does get it in the net though. And it's due to a really unfortunate play here for bepis. Stealth caught in the wrong position on the goal line, and he pays for it dearly. So we won't see the same kind of play in game that we had in game 3 of the first series where uh, no one could put anything in. But maybe this kind of reset here, back off the kickoff, could spur things into motion for bepis to get an equalizer and still give us an overtime. But we have to get a goal at this point. Oh, great pass is cut off by 11. No one's in net. 11, what a read upfield. I mean, beforehand, we weren't seeing really much over commitment on the play from MMG. They were more so playing a bit more passively and waiting for the ball to come to them. But 11 going way up the field. That's like a third one in for dark now. What? I was gonna say that last play was like a like in basketball before the two players make it past the half court line. Saw one of the guards coming out and trying to steal it off them, and that's why no one was on defense. No one was expecting a play like that. So just as MMG are getting closer to securing their lead in this game, they come out with two more bangers. Everything is dismantling for this bepis team, as they're going to need to average a goal for every 10 seconds if they want to hang on. Folks, this is the end of the grand finals as we know it. Here, this very well could be it. If MMG is able to carry on to this lead, they're going to add to it. Comp off the ceiling, or when the ball came off the ceiling, oh, Stealth just barely missed the flip on it. And for a player that has done nothing but exceed our expectations, impress us again and again in the air, misses the touch just barely. And I don't blame them going for some of those crazy plays when you're down so far at this point. You're ready to pull the goalie, and in a word, but really literally as well. You want to take everyone off defense and just give yourself a chance to get back in this game. But right, I mean, I don't know if you're in here, man, but
Yeah, well,
it's walking away from with this one.
I have a feeling that unless we see a goal about every 2 seconds here, that we've seen bepis meet their fate after a long run in the winner's side. They're looking to make it 7-0, possibly looking for the Brazil if they're feeling like it. Maybe give up one just to rub it in, but we'll have to see what the mentality's like.
Well, if anything, the mentality is overwhelmingly positive for
Yeah,
MMG.
there it is.
Oh, yeah, you
There it
it.
is. And that's gonna be the Brazil by MMG in the final game of the grand final after 4 overtimes and countless back and forth plays.
Exactly. Yeah, where the result of each game was so undetermined. Each one of them decided by just one goal. But yeah, the forced Brazil there just to put salt in the wound for bepis, who made such an incredible run in the winners bracket, ends up getting reverse swept in the first series, and then taken out in game 4 of the final bracket reset. Folks, for your SiK Esports tournament here, it is MMG, Mamba Mode Gaming. They are your winners and your prize pool earners.